to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Got quite a big drive today. We've got to leave our home in Haywards Heath, go up to the M25 and then scoot all the way across the country over to the Channel Tunnel in Kent. Welcome back to a new series. We're back on the road and this looks particularly grim up ahead.
It's there on the left-hand side, isn't it?
Blimey, how did that happen?
It looks like it's a vehicle that's pulled over and it's a van.
One of the most terrifying things that can happen, I think. That's somebody's pride and joy.
Good grief.
Oh dear.
Looked like the person had got out safely.
Yeah, that wasn't a crash, it was a bit of a fire.
Yeah, just caught fire.
Luckily, the rest of the journey to the Channel Tunnel was uneventful. They're quite brown and ugly from the outside, aren't they?
Yeah, well, pretty much what you'd imagine.
Yeah.
They're only going underground, they don't have to look pretty.
No.
Very slick operation now, isn't it?
Yeah.
How long has it been going? Quite a few years.
Oh, I can't even remember when it started.
Late 90s.
20th of June 1993. I think that's their big selling point, isn't it?
Yes.
Your pet stays with you basically when you come on the train. There's not a lot of headroom, is there, coming off that?
We would easily fit on one of those, wouldn't we? We're not much taller than a car.
Oh, I don't know. They say 1.85 metres, we're 1.94, aren't we?
Yeah, true.
The train actually looks full. Hope they don't make us go around. We've teleported to Rome instead.
Hiya.
Hello.
Full up on this one, I'm afraid, but we've got another train arriving. Be about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So if you follow the camper in front, I'll take you straight round to that train.
Okay, no
All right.
problem. Cheers.
What were we saying about slick operation?
Yeah. How can you misjudge how many vehicles go on a train?
Yeah, I know. That's the first.
Yeah.
Where's he going to take us?
Good view of the horse. Cars coming over from the other one. When I think about it, this probably happens quite a lot. And also, filling a train until it's full is very efficient.
So, come up and round, and now we're going down this other ramp now. That's exciting. Don't often see that view, do we? And back round to where we were. Just wait for the next train to come in.
It seems so. This is what our radio upgrade has been reduced to. Somewhere to stick our post-it notes. And there's a new one on this trip called ramps. On the last trip we managed to leave them, where were we?
Burley House.
At Burley House. So we've had to have a mad dash to buy new ramps.
We didn't realise we'd left them behind.
No, a couple of days before we were on this next trip I was sorting out the boot and suddenly realised I had a lot more space than I thought. We're on.
Hurrah.
35 minutes later, we're pulling off in France. Well, we've got quite a journey ahead of ourselves now, but we're going to take our time and enjoy ourselves on the way.
So we're on here for 59 miles.
I tend to hold 60 miles per hour on a motorway. It saves all the danger and stress of constantly overtaking slower vehicles. It's kinder on the van, and of course we get great MPG. I wonder if there'll be a checkpoint.
Belgium.
So we're coming off at this one.
Yeah.
According to Park for Night, there's a little park up here where we're going to take a rest before going out for something to eat tonight in Bruges. Here we are, just on the edge of a forest by the looks of it. Let's have a cup of tea,
Yeah,
shall we?
nice relax.
And relax.
Cup of tea.
We've done 152 miles. Well, it might be deep in the woods, but it's not particularly relaxing here due to its proximity to that busy motorway. So, what's your thoughts on staying here for the night then?
Well, it's a lovely spot, except it's by the busy road.
Yeah.
You can hear the road noise constantly, and there's a lot of people going past, cycling, running.
Okay, so
Basically, we're going to find somewhere better.
Somewhere a bit quieter, I think.
Okie dokie.
Right, we've rested up here for about an hour, and that's plenty of time to recover from the drive so far. And now we're going to move off into Bruges. Blimey, that sounded like my exhaust was blowing then. So I'm not really sure of the rules here, but cycles seem to have priority, and you've really got to be on your lookout here because they're zipping across the crossings without even batting an eyelid to see if you've stopped. This one.
Centering yet, this one.
I did look up the rules for driving here, but I'd be lying if I didn't say it was quite a challenge at first. Can anyone see a height restriction for this car park? Because I can't. We're parking in the car park for Bruges train station, which we saw being used by the channel Cherry Red Pop Top. It's quite a short, easy walk from that station into the centre of Bruges. Well, the first thing I'm struck by is just how beautiful the buildings are and how quiet it is. We wound our way through the back streets until we reached St. Salvator's Cathedral. It's about 6 PM on a Tuesday evening and many of the shops are already closed. I thought they'd be open late in a tourist hotspot. This is the Belfry of Bruges, a medieval tower on the market square. I've been here before, but that was years ago on police business. But Carol has never seen this and she's absolutely loving it. Now we need to find somewhere to eat. As you can imagine, loads of restaurants in this square to choose from. And Carol is taking her time to pick the one she wants. I think she's settled on this place, so let's give it a try. We've been looking forward to doing this ever since we decided to come here.
Decide what you want. Going pizza.
Pizza, yeah.
Pizza and beer.
We've been warned by the waiter this oil is hot.
Want to do cheers?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yummy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Spilt it down me already.
It might be only a pizza and beer, but boy did it taste nice.
That is hot. Yeah.
Hot
Yeah.
chili sauce.
Chili oil. It's hot, yeah.
Chili oil, yeah.
Well, we really enjoyed that, so now it's time for a little walk around. Now we chose to have our meal in the square, but if we were doing it again, we would choose one of the restaurants in the back lanes.
It's just beautiful everywhere.
Bruges is the capital and largest city of the province of West Flanders in the Flemish region of Belgium. They have got some very nice independent shops here, so we spent a little bit of time gazing in the windows. It looks like fine lace is a thing here. Now I think this area would have been a much nicer place for dinner. Lovely atmosphere here. Bruges is so much more than its main square, and the real magic is to be found in the back streets. I think I could spend a couple of weeks here. Along with a few other canal-based northern cities, such as Amsterdam and St. Petersburg, it's sometimes referred to as the Venice of the North. I thought this was the oldest bridge, but on research it turns out it's one of the youngest. It's like something out of Jack the Ripper. It's big, isn't it? Here comes Jack now with his bag of knives.
So how much do you think that was to park there?
It was quite cheap, I think.
Yeah.
So I saw the prices. It was about €3.
€3, yeah.
Yeah.
I was expecting it to be around about €8 or something.
Yeah, so was I.
Yeah. So if you're coming to Bruges, we recommend parking near the station.
Yeah, it's very good, isn't it?
Yeah. Remember to keep right.
This one, yeah. It's quite late, so we're taking the easy option and heading towards a Park for Night park-up. Reminds me of some sort of old Cornish fishing village.
Yeah.
It's just down this narrow little lane here on the right hand side. We'll see you in the morning.
Right.
There's a few vans. Well, this is where we spent the night, in the car park of a municipal hall. Next to us, munching in the field, are some very fine looking cows, and they're being protected by a spectacular looking bull. It's going to be another long drive for us as we have to make it to the ferry by tomorrow. Okay, let's get going.
Let's get going. Day 2.
So, what do you think of this little spot then?
Well, it was just a car park in the town hall.
Busy though, wasn't it? Much busier than I expected it to be. But very peaceful.
Yeah, there were quite a few camper vans there and motorhomes. It's quite nice. Like, you felt quite safe there.
Oh yeah, well I feel quite safe wherever we stop, to be honest with you.
It's another sunny day with a clear blue sky.
Yeah, if it stays like this, we'll be laughing.
Don't
But
hold your
It's not going to be, is it? I'm expecting an awful lot of rain in Norway.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm being overtaken by the lorries, but I don't mind, just want to take it steady today. Blimey. Takes a while for your eyes to adjust, doesn't it?
So,
Yeah, certainly did me.
going under a river.
I wouldn't normally be using these roads, they're far too busy for me. Tomorrow we've got to catch the ferry from Eemshaven, so we've got no choice to cover the distance.
Got through the massive hold up. Now, just got to skirt around the city, the centre of Antwerp. There's a welcome sign, Lidl.
We have deliberately got virtually no supplies at all in the van, as we're a bit unsure about any import restrictions on food that there might be. Carol went in and did the shopping and I stayed with the van.
Nothing like they have in France.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh dear Charlie, will we starve?
We won't starve, but it'll be a bit of a challenge.
Okay.
So, €68
Is it?
for 4 days worth of food.
4 days worth of food. Oh my lord, what is this food going to be?
How are we going to stack it now?
Well, that's your department. This is a massive packing operation. Having to move all sorts of stuff around so we can take some food with us to Norway. We had some hot dogs for lunch and then we got back on the road.
Much more limited, we found here in Belgium. For example, they don't do a lot of cooking sauces. Clear, yeah. They do for pasta, but like no curry sauces or those pouches that were so good in France.
Yeah. Let's face it though, we've only been in one shop, so this could be totally rubbish. LPG is plentiful, isn't it?
Were they selling it there on that slide?
Just advertised there as well.
Practically every garage we've seen is selling LPG at that.
Yeah.
Ba-dum-bum, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo, ba-dum-bum, doo-doo, doo, doo-doo, ba-dum-bum, doo-doo, doo, doo-doo, ba-dum-bum.
Poor cows having to live next to this motorway.
Flavour. Can have orange cognac.
Yeah. Thank you. So we're coming off in a minute. I've had enough of this driving.
It's been a long day.
Yeah.
It's, what is it now, 4:20,
Yeah.
and we've still probably got a couple of hours to go.
Yeah, we'll pull over at some spot,
Have a
rest for an hour or two, and then continue later on.
Yeah, and see where we want to end up tonight, because we don't have to go all the way to Groningen.
It's so nice to get off that busy road. I'm turning right here.
Much prefer these type of roads to the motorways.
I assume these are two cycleways. Well, yeah, they're much easier to drive. They're obviously a lot slower.
We saw a lot of people with flags. It's the 31st of August.
What that's all about. I know.
Park for Night wins again, and down the end of this little dead-end road is hopefully a place where we can have a rest for a while. Just seems to be one fisherman down there, right next to a big lock. Just testing out the space blankets on this trip. I've left all my other bulky sun shields behind. I'm cooking tonight. I find it helps me to relax.
Just doing a soup tonight, bulking it up with a bit of chicken that I've pre-cooked, a carrot and some broccoli.
Simple meal, as we got more driving to do.
Is it okay?
Very tasty.
Good.
Nice and fresh.
Yeah.
Right, it's time to go, I think. A few local youths came down. It's obviously a meeting place, so I don't think I'd spend the night here.
It's good enough for dinner, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was lovely.
What was
that bang was. Those birds were amazing, weren't they?
Yeah,
Like
didn't get any shots of them though,
murmurations.
did we?
No.
Oh, I can't see a darn thing. This is the weakness of the MV200, the gap between here and here, where the sun now comes straight between the gap and there's bugger all you can do anything about it.
Not long before that sun goes down now.
It's 81 miles to our park up, so it should be about an hour and a half.
I'm so glad we waited. It's so much quieter now.
So we're heading to this park up in Groningen because it's only about, I think it's about a 40-minute drive to the ferry terminal at Eemshaven from there, which is where we're getting our ferry to Kristiansand tomorrow. So we're right on the coast of the Netherlands here. You can see where they've built this raised dike to keep the sea out.
The ground is really dry, isn't it? Giving off all that dust.
We still got a bit of way to go. Our campsite tonight's going to be in the centre of Groningen, so we'll see you in the morning.
Breathing slowly, the smoke might burn your eyes. Listen closely.
So that was your night here, Charlie.
The second night's always better than the first.
Yeah.
You're getting more used to it again. So I thought it was fine.
Yeah.
And it got very quiet during the night with couldn't hear any traffic or anything.
Nah. It's a lovely little spot, isn't it?
Yeah, very peaceful. How many people have you seen this morning?
Oh, well, I saw two when I went out.
And then there's just one car just pulled up now for a walk.
I'm tracking our ferry, the Romantica, on a little app we've got. This is a new route from Eemshaven to Kristiansand. Only a few miles to go now, and then we'll be on board the ship.
So this is the funny little track we came down last night in the dark, right by the canal.
Yeah, it's quite narrow, isn't it, in the dark?
Yeah,
Bikes
bikes coming up.
This all feels a bit weird. It makes me feel like we're on a cycle track, but that car being there gives me confidence we're okay.
This is a whole new experience, this, because we're just not used to so many cyclists. Need a good few days driving around here to get used to things. Am I on the left?
Yeah.
Bikes, okay. So I've got to go all the way under the bridge and then turn left. Oh, it's coming up.
Ooh.
Vertical lift. Never seen a vertical lift before, have you?
No.
They're lifting it just for that little boat there.
Well, obviously couldn't fit under because it is very low to the water, the road.
Yeah, definitely wouldn't have fitted, would he?
No. Some of those big birds there. I don't know what they are.
Yeah, I
They're
don't know what
black
they
and
are.
white
Yeah.
type of heron. Time to fill up before we get to Norway.
Yeah.
So diesel here is €2.09 a litre.
Diesel, that's what I like to see, all clearly labelled.
42 litres, that's quite a large fill up for us.
And that worked out at £1.81 a litre, so it's cheaper than it is at home.
Yeah, cheaper.
Yeah.
We've gone through a time warp.
We've just gone through a wormhole.
Yeah.
We're now in Los Angeles. Arrived in Eemshaven.
Your first sight of the ship, Bunny.
Well, there's certainly no shortage of wind power here. I was a right dork with this ferry guy up here in a second.
It's not us.
Sorry?
We're actually going on the
Yeah.
ferry right here then, right for the ferry.
You're asking.
Yeah. Hi, Christiansand Ferry?
To Norwegian?
Yes.
Yeah. You follow here the lane to the end, right? You see the car. There's
Yeah.
the check.
Okay, lovely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Now that was very clear. He pointed and everything, but I just didn't take it in.
No, up there, up there.
Oh, up here.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Just
Well, it wasn't
up
clear
the
to me.
gravel. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Which side? Any
This side, yeah. Just follow it round where that car is.
Well, that wasn't clear to me. I can see a road. I can see where the cars are. I didn't think you needed us to come across the gravel. What's wrong with this then? I suppose that they use that to stack you up.
To be honest, I think I was a bit frazzled at this stage just looking out for all those blooming cyclists.
Spreekt u Nederlands?
English.
Okay, can I see the passports, please? And I will print out the tickets for you.
Yep, thank you.
So you're on the 8th deck,
Yep.
and then room 107.
Yep.
And these are also the keys for the room.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she will tell you where you can park the car.
Okay, thank
Okay.
you. Cheers.
That's it, thank you.
Jullie nemen de auto mee.
Sorry, English.
Oh, English. You go with the car to Christiansand. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Then you can drive in line 10 weer.
Number
10.
10.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
Okay?
you.
Yes,
Thank
have
you.
a nice trip.
Thank
Thank
you.
Now watch me drive into lane 9.
That was easy.
Easy peasy.
Only joking. There's a very small ferry terminal here which serves snacks and coffee, but there's a bit of a queue for that. And there's a lovely little place to sit in the sun and get a view of the ship.
I just asked one of the customs guys here when they start loading the ferry, and he says approximately 1 o'clock.
So that means we've got a little bit of time for lunch before we board. Now, just to let all you subscribers know, I'll be producing 2 videos. One the normal story style like this one, and then a special one just about the crossing for anyone who wants to know about this new service. This crossing is expensive. It's costing us £566 one way. It would be cheaper with a return, but we don't know which way we're going to come back.
So go between the flags and then straight to the ship. So I suppose you just follow the... Oh yeah, straight on the ship.
It's a pretty easy ramp to get onto this one. Well, we really hope you enjoyed this first episode of our trip to Norway. If you want to see what happens, then join us next time when we take you for a walk around the ship. Give the video a like, hit that subscribe button, and join us next time for more adventures on the Little Red Camper.
Still nice weather.
Beautiful. Couldn't be better, could it?
No.